even know if he's in your dart range if you move up.
No, he's not. So therefore, I'll have to kill him with my brain instead. So I, for the first time, focus my psionic abilities to just strike at his brain itself.
Ooh.
Now, he is a necromancer, so I expect his intelligence is relatively good, so he'll probably use an intelligence save. But I'm actually just trying to kill him with my brain, because I'm getting that kind of angry.
Right.
So I will be using I believe it's called Mind Spear. Thought Spear! As an action, you psychically strike one creature that you can see within 120 feet of you. They must succeed an intelligence saving throw or take 1d8 psychic damage, or take half on a successful one. So, boom. So it's a DC 13 intelligence check, and he'll take 5 damage unless he saves. Which means he'd only take 2.
He actually saves.
All right. Well, he takes 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Ha!
In the brain.
In the brain.
2 points of
So
damage
he
in the
doesn't see
brain.
anything happening. It's just
That's
like
gotta mean
he
something.
starts to get a migraine. He's like,
He can't think as well anymore.
He's like, hey, stop it. In fact, that's exactly what he says. He says, stop it.
Hey, stop it.
You hear, hey, stop it from behind the draperies. All right. So that's that. That's your turn.
Okay.
And then we got Lisanne.
Oh, okay. Do you have any way of healing? Should I be shooting this guy or trying to keep you alive?
I have my second wind, which if he's using normal stuff and not like spells that cost like their actual level spells, then I should be able to take one. It depends how I roll. Actually, it's really random, so I could get 2 hit points or I could get 11. But you're not gonna be able to heal me anyway unless you get really close.
I know. Okay, I will try to attack and hope it hits 5.
These are 10-foot squares. You probably have to move up first just to make sure you're in like long range and stuff. Because range is, if they're 10-foot squares, this range can actually be an issue. Like bow goes far. But...
Okay, so I would have had to come up here first. Okay. Well, anyway, 22, but I only hit him for 5.
He definitely hit him, and then yeah, he'll take 5 points of damage. Okay.
Shoot.
All right, so that's your turn, and now he will get to go again. And in which case, I'm just quickly doing this.
Wait, he magic missiled me. So,
yep.
Like I moved up, and then he had to go again before he does. Like it's reshuffled.
Actually, yeah, it's reshuffled. You know what? You technically get to go. I'm going to lead you just slightly ahead.
As long as the order's the same, I don't care.
Yeah. No. And yeah, you would definitely get to technically go.
So, as a bonus action, I'm going to use my second wind to try and get back in this.
oh.
No, that is not as good. Okay. Not going to survive a lot of magic missiles at this stage. Probably going to go down, but I can move up 30 feet, and if our 10-foot squares still treat adjacency the same, then I'm going to try and whack him through the curtain with the coffin lid.
Oh.
Okay.
Short-term memory loss.
You know we know where you are now, right? Hit AC 18 for 14 damage.
Yes.
Yeah, the curtain's not fooling anyone.
Oh man, what is his AC too? I just need to. Oh yeah, no, you definitely hit, and 14 damage.
Die.
Wow. No, he's still standing, and in fact though, he takes that and he's like, he slams back against the wall, and he's like, "You dare defy the Lord of Lance Rock, Orioth will be angry. I am angry." And he is going to Your armor is made of metal, right? Yep. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So
I'm AC 16 right now because I'm not using my shield.
Yeah. So he's going to shocking grasp you.
Oh, that's no good. That is very, very likely to hit. I'm only AC 16, and he's going to get like advantage on that. I think.
He's definitely going to hit.
Okay.
And he does.
So roll really low damage.
No, he does 6 points of damage.
Okay. I am unconscious.
Right, and then he's going to run this way, to about there. That's about the 30 feet. And then, as you guys watch, he's like, boom, and he hides behind the other draperies. He just like sort of like, you see him and then you don't, except you see the draperies go poof.
So he's got some sort of bonus action tiny range blink
Yep.
teleport.
Mistaport or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you guys can do a spellcrafting if you want and try to figure out.
I can't.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna take my action. I'm gonna dash to like be here. Well, theoretically, I'm trying to break line of sight.
Right. Okay.
I'm trying to use full cover over here so that he can't actually get me without moving. Obviously, he could very easily reach me if he moved, but I at least want him to force the move.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping to be within range so that I can just stab him next time.
Okay.
Maybe I'll be on the northern side.
Okay. So now you're out of range, or not out of range, but you're out of sight.
Yeah, because I'm unlikely to finish him with another psychic lance. So.
Okay. So now, Lissan.
I'll have to try to hit him again.
Yeah.
Harder than last time when hopes. 11 damage.
That would definitely hit, and even though the draperies are there, they're not giving him any amount of cover. That's not even a thing. He's the Lord of Lance Rock, and he's smart, right? He's fine.
He's the Lord of Lance Drapes.
Right. So 11 points of damage. That's ow. That is an ow.
That is pretty ow. We've now hit him for like 27-ish.
I'm trying to do math
Is he
now.
still standing?
He is still standing, yes.
Okay, I'm going to use my action to get some cover here.
Or your movement, yeah.
Okay.
Or my movement, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I meant. One of those.
We all know what you meant.
All right, so you've got cover. Let's see what else they can do. So it's now
Although, while I'm standing here, I can't actually see what's going on, so I'm going to move up here so I can watch, but I'm actually one square over.
Okay.
To steal.
Hey, Eric, it's your turn. So make your saving throw.
Okay, make a death save. It's not as bad as it sounds. Okay, so
You
I
got one.
succeeded at 1 death save. That's 1 success. If I get 2 more, I stabilized. If I fail 3, I die.
Yep. It's indeed
So
correct.
we have lots of the answer to that is we have lots of time.
I'm gonna quickly look this up. I want to make sure I get this correct.
Ooh. Yes, he's mostly dead. He's not dead, he's just mostly dead.
And mostly dead, it's partially alive.
Yes, the Lord of Drapes. Oil flask on the wall between the torch and the drapes. Yes, burn the drapes.
Just taking little nap.
Okay. Right, here we go. This is what he's gonna do. He's going to because he's belligerent, right? He's a little bit. He's not afraid, but he thinks a lot of himself. Anyway, he's going to dash out of the drapes, especially because he was taunted about being in the drapes. And he is going to get good line of sight on Tau. That's 10, 20 feet, so he can technically do that very easy. And he is going to Ray of Sickness. So,
Sounds terrible.
Want to hit?
I don't like the sound of this.
Right. He's definitely gonna hit. Like, yeah, definitely gonna hit. He rolled min damage though. That's. Oh, except I get 2 of them. Oh. That's 5 points of damage, and you have to make a Constitution check.
Or save, right?
Save DC is going to be. Where is it? 13. Okay, you make it.
Nice.
20.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he took 5 points of damage, and yeah, that's his turn. That's not gonna work out for him, I don't think.
Well, I hope not. Is it me now?
Yeah.
Yep, sure.
All right. So killing him at range with my brain didn't work, but he's gonna feel the full brunt of my sonic attacks, assuming I can hit. I don't like doing this without having any lucky left.
You feel full brunt of your brain.
I attack with my sonically focused Kukri.
Come on.
11?
That's a question. What was my? It
And of
is.
course, min damage on top.
Yes, you barely hit. He tries to get out of the way, and you just get in there. You just somehow get in past his defenses.
All right,
Forgot
that is
to learn mage armor.
that is 6 slashing damage, but then I'm gonna unleash my full powered lethal strike using my 2 final remaining power points to roll an extra 2d10 on this.
Wow.
That I just had a d6 on every attack, but the burst is very nice. Take that and roll high.
Do it.
Wow.
10 bonus
10.
damage.
All right.
Which is kind of averagey.
Right, as you sink in the dagger, the first strike on that dagger, he's like, "No, we can do this." And he falls, slumps to the ground.
I like half explode him by unleashing like the force into his chest.
Yeah, he is properly eviscerated inside of his clothing, and he slumps to the ground, sort of like awkwardly elongated against the steps.
You are the Lord of Nothing, and I spit on his corpse.
Woo! All right.
The spit, that's for the rocket trap.
Well, that's true though. He's now dead. Where's my ex? There he is.
That's
what I
keep
want.
sort of stabbing him a little bit.
Really? You're gonna keep stabbing him? He's dead, and you're gonna keep going.
Like twisting the knife a little bit in there.
Okay, so
and then finally like start to relax, but maybe less.
Your friend runs over and says, "Tau, breathe. It's okay."
Why don't you just look after Eric?
It's okay, Tau. And then we right over, get down.
I wipe my blade on the guy's tunic, and then
pulling bandages.
I rolled a 20 on my death save.
You're standing up.
I get back. I regain consciousness with 1 hit point.
I'm awake.
Very good. Stabbing him, his head
him?
explodes. Very good. Right. So that did have a chance to go extremely poor. It did not. But yeah, good luck there. I mean, that was good. So now you guys have
I loot the hell out of the body.
You loot the hell out of the body. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Loot the whole hell.
I could probably use some healing now. I'm pretty beat out.
Right. Okay. So on the body, you especially now since it's properly covered in his own gore.
Yeah, I don't know how that there.
There's nothing really of value on him. On him specifically.
All right. Then I'm staying away from the orb, but other than that, I'm gonna go ransack the room.
Okay. So yeah, everybody currently roll an investigation check.
I'm currently. I need a bunch of healing for probably.
You got a 5 there.
Technically.
You got a 5. That's all I have. Yeah.
Give me 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Awful with a $20 donation. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much.
Awful, man. Awful has been like a Patreon and a donator for so long. Thank you very much.
Very nice. Thank you very much, Awful. Roll a 15 investigation.
That's all good. Yeah, I'm gonna say that Demonac is too focused on pulling himself together.
Putting his intestines back in.
Yeah, basically.
It's all just like flesh wounds, but I was like pretty bruised by all those magic missiles and electrified. Yeah.
Get this awful green salve all over your burns from the missiles and.
All right, so yeah,
you don't smell any worse than you did before, though, so it's fine.
Well, that's good. Well, no, technically he's still covered in gore from the.
That's what I mean.
No, no worse. Actually... Oh, I see. I understand. Right. Okay. So, sorry. Go ahead.
I can use the water.
Actually
get cleaned up.
Take a quick bath. That's fine. Absolutely doable. All right. So we have Tao with the best investigation check, and you're investigating his stuffs over there.
Yeah, I'm investigating everything in the room, both in the north and the south, but I am staying away from the orb right now.
Everybody, okay, staying away from the orb. Okay, is everybody staying away from the orb?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll poke it with a stick in a minute.
Okay, very good. You look over there and amongst his things, and in his things, you don't see much of, you can probably replenish your provisions here, or you can even take a nap in his ruffled little bed there. In the jug, there's more water, and there is a sack just above the jug. You rolled well enough to see that. There is this here. Oh, excuse me. Out of the way for a second. Oh, okay, I see. There we go. And we're gonna go. Boop. There it is. So you found the sack. It was basically sort of tucked away behind some rubble in a little alcove, teeny tiny little alcove that was there. And what you find?
Does it jingle?
Yeah, it definitely jingles. You have. I'm just gonna make this a 70. I'm gonna round up. So we're gonna say there is 80 gold pieces.
Wow. That is real money.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey guys, I found a bag with 60 gold pieces in here.
It's nice to divide evenly.
With 60 gold pieces. If you actually say that, you're gonna have to roll a check. Are you saying that?
I got a good deception.
Okay, then roll your deception check.
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay. Okay.
I do have a good check. So that actually, plus the 4 gold from earlier, comes out to 84, which actually does round nicely. It divides into 3.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, very good.
84 divided by 3 would be 28 gold each. So
Okay.
let's just divide that now.
Pretty respectable. Yeah, you
Sounds
could.
good. I already added
Also,
one
you
from
pick
before,
up
so I'll add 27 more.
4 polished gems, which can be appraised later if you wish. Anybody else checking around the room? Oh, you said you checked the entire room, didn't you?
Yeah, everything
it's
except the
overtime.
orb.
Galauros!
Yeah,
Hello and welcome,
I'm
and
not
thank
like-
you for that donation of $10.
Thank
I'm
you.
not like stripping
very
down
much.
Guys are
taking a
paying my
full bath
wages.
because it's silly under the circumstances, but I'm definitely spending some time trying to like clean all the crap off my
I
upper
think that's
body
a great
as much
idea.
as possible.
Yeah,
Take a real bath later when we're not in Necro Cave.
right.
Yeah, okay.
Understood. So that's it. Okay, so also in amongst while Tao was searching around the room, looking in behind the
Barrels?
draperies. Sorry, no, just the
Oh.
draperies there. You look behind the draperies. There was sitting on the floor a wand of magic missile,
Ooh.
Wow.
which, as what was supposed to happen, was if he lived long enough, he was going to use his magic missile when it deemed necessary and well for him, and he was going to replenish his ability by just using the wand of magic missile. But instead, you guys get it. You killed him a lot quicker than I think he was expecting.
Thank
I'm glad to
goodness,
hear that.
because he had the ability of wiping the party like in 3 rounds.
Yeah,
With
each
very
magic
little risk.
missile's casting would generally drop someone. So
Yeah.
And
you
that ray
have
of
to do
sickness
a
is
good
what,
job.
like 2d8?
It
And
is
if you
2d8.
fail your save, you get
Oh,
your
wow.
poison for another
There's
round.
5 on 2d8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, the ray of
Like this could have gone dead.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the poison. You could have got poisoned, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't make the fortitude save or the con save. But anyway, that's good. That's basically it. That's all that's in here. Besides
Other
the globe.
than creepy, crazy sphere thing.
Yep. And
Yeah.
you guys can go
And
and
pick-
do whatever you want with that.
I'm just
nothing
gonna
at
pick up the coffin lid. I'm gonna take it over and just like drop it on him. Just like lay it on, sort of like in line with his body. It's like, there you go.
Buried. Oh.
Is this the guy?
Oh.
Yeah, I think you're the one. Just a quick. You guys go ahead and get your stuff together, and while I get mine together, I'm just going to take a quick look at something to make sure I get this correct. It's not part of the actual adventure. This is things that I embellish upon. But let's do. Seems like it makes sense to me. Okay, good. Right. So, anybody approaching the orb?
I'm wondering about someone with more hit points approaching the orb first.
You're still hurt.
Who has do any of us have like knowledge of magic? I'm trying to see here.
Last Revenant. Sorry, I missed.
Especially.
Last Revenant, everybody. Last Revenant with $13.11. Coming in with another
Last
donation.
Thank you
Nice.
very much.
I am skilled in
Massive.
Arcana.
There you go.
You are skilled in Arcana. Good.
What
Yeah.
could possibly go wrong?
What could possibly go wrong? Okay, so you're gonna move in.
Boom! 19.
Okay, very good. Okay, so as you you walk up to it and you place your hands upon it, I'm guessing, and
Okay.
because you're examining it, right? You have with a 19, you are sure that nothing bad is going to happen.
All right, good. Yeah.
Right, you would know that. You would know that. Hello and welcome. There's another follower. Excellent. Thank you for that. So yeah, you put your hands upon the orb, and as you grasp it, you see, sort of in your mind, you see someone with their back turned, with like snakes for hair, moving and waving about in the air.
Like
And
they don't just,
it just
don't care.
it kind of like lifts its head up. Yeah, exactly. It kind of lifts its head up
Right
as if
turns around.
something was spooking it. Like it just like what? Turns around and looks directly at you. Walks up, puts its hands on it, and then and you just snap out of it.
Okay. Shit. Fuck. Crap.
Yeah.
It's okay, I had my veil. They don't
You
know
have
who I
no
was.
idea what you just saw, mind you, but
You did too. You had your veil on. This is right. You said that.
Yep.
Ah!
God damn.
So you examine creepy ball. Does it look like something we can just smash or what?
Actually, examining it, yeah. So now you have it. Now in your hand is sort of like a defunct little sphere, but somebody make a. Actually, you did knowledge arcana, so you're actually fine with this. You did well. You rolled an 18, so you have a drift globe in your hands.
I don't know what that is.
Who's?
A drift globe. A drift globe is. I will find it for you.
Well, if it can be turned off from the other side, can it be turned on from the other side?
You're not exactly. Even with such a high roll, you're not exactly sure. You know what? Do an insight check.
Okay. All of us, or?
I don't know.
No, just Tal. Just whoever put their hands on it.
We don't know the arcane
okay. You're not sure, but the best that you can think of is that whatever magic was cast on it seemed to be good enough. Maybe you're just thinking about this. Maybe it was good enough to be invisible until you touched it, and then when you touched it, you weren't good enough with it, so it sort of like alerted its presence.
Yeah.
And then whatever it was watching caught sight of you, and then sort of like just ended the spell.
Okay, well, what I'm going to do, so I don't know if this is still magical or not, or they can reactivate it or not. I don't know what a drift globe is. I mean, maybe I've heard of it since I've got the name now.
A drift globe, actually in your hands too, because it starts to emanate light, really. So that's what you're getting from it. You're getting some light from it. So if you're within 60 feet of it, you can speak a command word and cause it to emanate the light or daylight spell. Once used, the daylight effect can't be used again until the next dawn. So you can get daylight from this globe. And you can also speak another command word in an action to make the illuminated globe rise into the air and float no more than 5 feet off the ground, where it will hover until somebody else grasps it, until like you yourself or somebody else grasps it. And you can also move it 60 feet around.
As an action?
As an action, yeah, I believe so. Move 60 feet. Oh, and it follows you within 60 feet of you.
Okay, and it follows you. That's actually very, very good.
Yeah, that is another massive donation. I don't know. That's coming in from Zarhax with $100.
Oh,
wow.
Aren't you awesome? Thank you very, very much.
Another massive donation.
Catch up with the
Really
earphone.
generous.
Thank you very much.
That's amazing.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you very
It's going to
much.
go a long way to helping Briarstone do this at a slightly better time.
Yeah.
Slightly more time.
Yeah.
Paying my wages hardcore this time, man. You guys are amazing. If I can come to rely on this, I'm here. I am here. I will find a way to be here. Anyway, right. So that's good. That's what you get. So you guys get a couple of magical items, and you know, one is obviously a lot more cooler in terms of death dealing, right? You got a magic missile one. Who's going to be carrying that, by the way?
Well, that's what I was going to say. So, two things. First of all, the drift globe, I'm going to wrap up in that burlap cloak that I found earlier. I'm going to wrap it up in there, and I mean, I don't know, I'll stuff it in my bag for now, or whoever. That doesn't make a difference. It seems like it's pretty safe for us to use. It looks like whatever magic was being used for communications is broken at this point, but we may still want to poke it a little bit more before we be sure. The magic wand is a very, very powerful item. What it does, it has 7 charges, and you can use a charge to cast a magic missile spell. Wow. And it regenerates 1d6 or 1d6 plus 1 charges every day. So you can keep using it. If you do ever burn through all the charges in one day, then there is a chance that it gets destroyed at that point. Yeah. But as long as you're sort of gingerly about it, it's good. And I would say Lasan already has like crazy ass powerful range attacks.
I don't need it. I don't want
then
it.
It mostly comes down to me and Eric. And so the question is, does Eric want to use a wand?
Yeah,
technically
really
a weapon.
My job.
Okay. Then I would be very happy to have it as an option, because these darts, they're not cutting it.
No.
And you'll have 7 uses of it, and 7 uses is pretty good. That is another follow. Thank you very
up
much
to
for
7 uses a day,
Yeah.
or realistically 6, because you don't ever want to put it out. That'd be super desperate, but still, damn, that is awesome.
That is a really powerful item.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Very good. Yeah, and daylight I works as the daylight spell. That's going to be very helpful for, you know, certain other types of creatures, right? Anyway, you guys can now leave or do whatever you want to do. What do you want to do?
If they can follow behind you with the daylight, then we don't need someone carrying a torch. So
This
that
is
is
true.
also good.
That's also
As mundane as it is, that's actually really useful.
Also, it's super cool.
It is super cool.
Like, by rule of cool, it's the best thing we've found so far.
As you guys exit the cave, because I'm pretty sure you don't want to stay here much longer.
No, I just want to the pedestal he had set up with all the hands clutching each other. I just want to kick that thing down.
Okay, you're kicking it down. Okay.
Looks like evil junk. Whatever.
And in fact, I suspect Tao also knew that there was no specific spell with those bones after she removed the globe. After you touched the globe and removed it, it's sort of just it's kind of defunct now. But yeah, kicking things around and making sure it stays defunct is probably a good idea. Okay, so now with a decision on your heads, where are you guys going to head to next? Because you could go back to town, right? And report what you found here to the constable. Or you could continue on to the farm, where
what time of day is it?
It hasn't been too long since you guys got in here. I dare say that
like
given
an hour and a half,
all the maybe an hour and a half with all the moving around.
Still late afternoon.
It is. I mean, obviously, it's going to be. I mean, it was early. It was kind of mid-afternoon when you guys set out, if I remember correctly. So you're getting in closer to late afternoon, yeah.
All right. So put us back outside if there's nothing.
There is no outside for you to see specifically. But what I can do is.
Oh right.
Put you guys. Yeah, I can put you guys back to the other map.
On the
which
map.
Is the standard
so
map.
the storm. How's the storm doing? The donkey hasn't found a way to eat all the pie. There's nothing wrong outside. How is that storm?
Right, no. That's something to keep in mind, though. Yeah, so you guys were protecting the pies. While you left, the horse and the donkey are both kind of enjoying the pies.
No!
Yep.
Well, the donkey would have had a hard time getting to it. It was in harness.
Okay, so then just the horse, then. Just the horse, sorry.
But apparently my horse likes pie. Well, I had a horse that liked pie once before. It could happen.
What's your horse's name?
Darkson.
Like Brown? Darkson.
Yeah.
Bad Darkson. Bad horsey.
Bad Darkson.
We're not friends anymore, Darkson.
So,
good.
so there's that. In terms of like taking the pies to the farm and making sure that you guys have a lot to eat with the kids and such, you might have to go back to town anyway to get those pies. But that's just whatever. What do you guys want to do?
Well, I think going to town is probably fine. Letting the constable know about things is probably a good idea. Constable Burke. But I would also be specifically interested in going to the temple. I mean, I'm not particularly religious, but I guess that would be Imdar, the priest of Tempest in town. We should probably let him know that A, there's been a necromancer active, and that bodes not well, and B, could you maybe check the graveyards? Because he's getting these bodies from somewhere.
Yeah.
And what's up with that?
Yeah, there's a lot to be said there. Also, you would know, everybody would know, in fact, because you've actually spent some time in Red Larch, the fact that the All Faiths Shrine has multiple priests of different faiths. Nobody owns it, and several priests run it at different periods throughout the day. So you guys can easily find who you're looking for from there. Also, the constable, if you want to go talk to the constable as well, the constable generally during the day when he's not running around trying to capture people who are being disruly or unruly, I should say. He works at the meat shop, the butcher. So you can find him there.
Okay. Well, yeah. Either way, we should be going back to town, so that makes sense, I think.
Okay.
All right. Slowly.
So there is the map of Red Larch for anybody who is currently watching on stream. Multiple little arrows and the red numbers point out to different places of the or points of interest. The All Faith Shrine is going to be the one that is just at the crossroads, and the number 1, that's the All Faith Shrine. That's technically, I suppose, where Tao at least is going. Are you guys staying together, or are you splitting up in town, or?
I think town is the one place it's safe to split the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one place you can do that.
I'll go with one of you.
I'll go talk to the constable and let him know what we found.
Okay.
Sure, I'll go with you. I mean,
okay.
Sounds reasonable to me. But as Tao's heading off to the shrine, I was like, hey, if Shrine is all faiths, do they have like necro faith? You should check that out.
Anything that's taboo, probably not. No.
Well, this is not really all faiths. Okay, that's fine.
All
It's
non-taboo
all faith with
faiths.
an asterisk.
Whatever
All
doesn't make.
asterisk faith.
Yeah, exactly. But anything that doesn't make people uncomfortable, which I dare say necromancy makes people uncomfortable.
Well, it should.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, heading back to town. Tao's going to All Faiths, and Demonac and Lasan are going.
Eric and Lasan. Yep.
Yeah, Eric. Also, there's the if you guys want rumors and stuff like that, or gossip in town, there's the Swinging Sword as well as the Helm of High Sun. Both are places to chill and whatever.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, we'll stick together for now. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're just gonna find the constable, telling Lance Rock had been invaded by
Bad things.
a foul SOB who was raising dead bodies to serve as an army against something. Oh, this book I picked up. I should have given that to Tao, right? You're going off to. No, actually, whoa. Let's stop for a second. DM. The first page was in Elven. Can I read anything else? Is it blank?
Yeah,
basically. A little bit more now they have time.
Yeah, you can read more of it, but it basically seems like more like he was actually, because you're walking back and you can sort of walk and read. It seems along the lines.
Knows the way.
Yeah, it seems that there was a lot of misspells, if you will. Like he tried some things that didn't work out, which probably goes for also at the altar where things, there was like a spell or something, a ward trying to be there, but something didn't work out there, and he was pinning down all his mistakes, trying to figure out how to do things proper like. Which, of course, if you think back to what it mentioned about his master being useless, probably at this point you're gathering that it's not because his master wasn't smart enough, or he was smarter than his master, but because maybe his master was just like, you know what? Go. Get out of here.
Do we have any indication?
It's Dunning-Kruger effect. He didn't know enough to know he didn't know.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. It's really good.
Is there any indication of where he came from?
No, actually, he wouldn't have wrote that down specifically, no. Although he would say his master's name.
There
right?
You go.
So you could probably inquire about his master. And I will give you the name of his master later, because I'll have to go and look it up.
Okay.
But I will give you the name of the master, and you guys can ask about him in town or wherever it happened to be to see if you can, figure it out.
Cool. So, for my part, since I'm alone, right?
Yes.
Rather than go directly to the temple, I'm going to make a side trip to Mangabar Lauren's bakery in the guise of the widow.
Wow. Okay.
So I'll be coming around the back and opening the back door into the kitchen. And do I find Mangabar there?
Yeah. No, it's still the day is still young as far as bakery goes. I mean, she's still working away.
Oh, it's a she. Okay. Well, I make the secret sign of the Zentarim to indicate that I am a friend of the Black Network.
Right. Okay. And which you can actually do a Actually, no, it's fine because you know it really well, so that's fine. Yeah. So, first of all, very, very perturbed, right? Seeing the widow, because she doesn't know why. What the hell? Oh God, what is, But then you do the sign, and then you basically signal friend, but she's still very, very wary about it. So yeah, what do you want to tell her? What do you want to talk about? You'll probably be talking first.
What's that?
You'll probably be talking first.
Yes. I'm here for some information. I've come aware, and I don't know how the widow talks when she's the guy's the widow. It's like, I'm Batman, except
That's what I assumed. Raspy widow voice.
Yeah. That's sort of like whispering. I'm just talking under my breath a little bit, but I'm doing it loud enough that it's not really a whisper. And God, that's hard in the throat, so I'm not actually going to do that.
Good.
But yeah, I'm going to indicate that I'm going to ask if the Zentrim is aware that there was a necromancer operating inside of this area, inside of the region of Red Larch.
Yeah, very quickly. They will divulge the information that they know, basically everything they know, because they're really quick to help people that they know are part of the faction there. Specifically, they didn't know of a necromancer specific, but there have been some very interesting things happening. She's been reporting back elemental things happening, but specifically also recently, very recently, undead activity. Did not know, however, about Lance Rock. Did not know about that. In fact, the undead activity that she knew about specifically was further out of town, where some kids had investigated or were playing around in a wooded area and had seen a ghost next to an old tomb. But
sounds going really strange for me.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't hear any of that. It was just like...
Okay, you can hear me now, though, yes?
I can now, yes.
Okay, good. So yeah, specifically a ghost hanging about a tomb, an old tomb. Some kids have seen it. Some children have seen it. But that's basically it.
And with this elemental activity, do you mean the strange weather, or is there more going on?
More than the weather. It does tend to, the other day, in fact, people, and not everybody, that's the weird part, but some people said, you know what, there was a strange heat wave. And by wave, I mean literally a wave. Just sort of like come through, partially visible and very, very hot. Just come right through town, and one part of town, in fact. So why some people actually just, knew about it and other people didn't, which is why everybody's up and it's like, you're making this up. And some people are like, no, it happened. But it was really, really warm. And then some people in other parts of town had said there was like lightning just popping up into the clear blue skies, as lightning striking the air in far off areas. But yeah, strange things, very strange things.
I will. I'll ask if Mangobarl has any paper around, and I'll just sketch that symbol that we saw with like the 4 elements in the eye, and
okay.
Ask if that means anything to her.
Okay, very good. Yeah. And a quick glance. Yes, I've actually seen that before. Doesn't know much about it other than the fact that it is the Elder Eye, surrounded by the elemental signs, which it would be strange why the Necromancer had that, because necromancy and then of course studying into the elemental side of things, they don't usually mix. So what was going on there? Not quite sure. Did you see anything else in the cave?
Yes, it seems like the necromancer might have been in contact with, hard to say, but at a glance, could it have been a gorgon or a Medusa, something with snake hair?
A gorgon. There's only one name that I know, but everybody thinks they're dead. They have been for years, in fact. Marlos. Unrail.
Marlos.
Marlos
Moonrail.
Urnrail. So URN RAYLE. Okay. Someone who was very preoccupied with themselves, thought a lot of themselves. Used to throw great parties, apparently.
This is like a person, a human or something.
Was. Definitely was. Not anymore, and supposedly dead. But people said that they seen him, or somebody who professed to be him, wearing a mask. And in the Zentrum, we know that there is a Gorgon, or not a Gorgon, sorry, what do you call him? Because Gorgon is a different monster in this.
Yeah, you're right. Yes.
Yeah.
Medusa.
Medusa, yeah. By going by that name. But I don't know much more about that. You're going to have to ask someone else other than me.
Well, I know how much the Black Network hates competition. And so I'm sure it'll be in your interest to keep me updated with any information that might be relevant here, because this is not the sort of thing I think that we would like to see going on, is it?
No, indeed not. If I have any more information, I'll let you know.
Mm-hmm. And we like arrange like a little drop spot or something like that, or some symbol, some signal in town. You know, like if I see a red handkerchief hanging on a certain sign, that means I should come for a visit. You know, that sort of thing.
Okay,
She
very
sends
good.
a
Yeah, we can follow
cupcake
that.
Yeah.
We can absolutely
Like
follow
a
that.
cupcake with a message inside.
Yeah. Which is interesting because I just thought of something. So Tao is the widow, and Tao owns a pie shop, a bakery, if you will.
Yeah.
And then you got the leader of Zenturum, who's also
Who
owns a bakery.
This does not escape me.
This bitch better not start baking pies. I'm just saying.
In fact, you know what? You see a pie on the counter. It doesn't look very good though. It doesn't look very good.
I like. Oh,
It-
okay.
It looks like
accidentally knock it over.
it looks like an
Crust is
effort
all
was made.
hard and dry.
You know, looks like an effort was made, but that's about all.
If only I had something on me that would make it taste even worse. So that it just tries to sell it, it's just awful.
Click. Very good. All right, so that's that engagement. What else do we have? Anybody go into
And
the?
then after that, I leave.
Constable
and I,
Harburg, I believe we were telling.
Yeah. I'll
Harburg.
leave and I'll like go back and like stealth back into my shop and dress myself back as Tao, and then I'll be heading back towards the temple. But
Okay, very good. All right, so we're gonna skip to the constable now.
Yep.
We're just giving a report what we found. Lance Rock had been invaded by a disgusting human being who was raising the dead. We might want to check our cemeteries or those nearby. We don't know where he's from. I don't know, this book we have, should we give it to the constable for investigation? Does he have that sort of ability? I don't know what he's got going on.
Well, it would be
Harbor?
evidence. It would be evidence,
It is
and
evidence. Okay.
he does know people who could explain it better if he can't.
All right.
Um,
Then we'll hand him the evidence.
Yeah, it was just his diary or something. It sounded like he wasn't very good at his job, so
Yeah.
you could use this tome of how not to necromancy.
But there are bodies that will need some sort of respectful handling.
now the constable probably couldn't even read the book though if it's in Elven, right?
No, that's true.
No, actually, I don't think so. While he has seen a lot, learning another language hasn't been
Been
part of
part of
that.
it.
No. Well, other than speaking, he can speak a little because he's come in contact with it. But as far as reading it, no, not so much.
Well, my family's all good in Elven.
Right, and that's probably why he can speak
Yeah.
some.
Okay.
Just from time to time, the engagements that could happen. Right, so after you tell him all of this, it seems he seems very troubled. I mean, he looks like a very troubled guy, but sort of like a dead-eye trouble. Like he's kind of worried. You can tell that maybe he's worried about something, but he doesn't really show it very pronounced. But while you're talking and speaking to him, you can tell that it's falling on him, and it seems to be weighing him down more. And so what he says to you next is in terms of this seems like a priority, and he will actually approach the people like from the All Fates Shrine, any priests and such like that, to kind of go and help consecrate the area. But he can't be at multiple places at a time, and in fact, himself and his guards, 2 of his guards, were going to later this evening head out to sort of manage or to find out something that happened along the road. There was a wagon that preceded another wagon. They were together at one point. One stopped off to quickly sort of re-tie down some stuff, and they said they'll just meet in town. One wagon actually came to town, and it's been several hours now. The other wagon has not, so they were going to go and find the wagon along the long road there, and then hopefully, just help them out, maybe repair a wheel or whatever happened. They're going to try to resolve it. This, however, the stuff you've given him is a lot more of a precedence, and he asks if you, specifically you, Lasan. So I know that Eric is here.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. I know that Eric is here right now, but he knows you more of helping to fix things in the past. You have done that. You've been good for that.
He knows Lisanne. He just knows me as big and loud.
Yeah. So he's going to ask if you'll go and seek them out and help them.
Is north or south of town?
That'll be south, I believe.
Yes, this is what I do. I used to guide, right?
Yeah.
So absolutely.
From the reports that he knows, it's not very far out of town.
Okay.
It's probably close to an hour. At this particular point, it's getting late afternoon, and you know, he wants it to be sort of like a haste thing because he was on his way out. In fact, when you caught him at the butcher shop, he is just getting his men to leave, to go. But now he's kind of changed.
Is there some way you can lend extra horse for me? Or
Yes.
is there one I can rent somewhere?
We need a couple of horses.
I'll go help her out.
Do we have a stable here in town? I didn't see.
Yeah, there's definitely a
There
stable.
must
Well,
be.
it's nearby the smithy, one of the smithies there. There's just not really one that's labeled. It's, you know, they sell horses, but
Yeah, but we're doing something by the order of the constable. They can lend us a couple of horses.
yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's easily done. Easily done.
Free horse.
And especially since he's asking
real
you
horse.
to go help him do something.
Pretty sure he's lending the horse. Like, if they want, I'll give him like a 20 gold deposit or something.
They know me and my family. It'll be fine.
No. If Lasan trusts,
it is with you.
it's fine. Yeah.
Okay, I offer the
They know where to
deposit, and they're like, no. It's like, you know, he said, he's like, oh, you get respect around here. It was good.
Been here a long time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And gentlemen, as much as I hate to say this, we are going to call this done for the day.
Great time.
Yeah,
It's
is
getting
a good
there.
time.
It's
we know where we're
15
starting.
minutes in.
Yeah, I've got another stream here in
Okay,
15
very good.
minutes.
That's right.
We'll
Sorry.
Take a quick break. I'll be playing Stellaris with a group of other people in 15 minutes right here in this channel. Guys, next week, because now, you know, the donations, we're hoping, you know, to get Briar out of his job on Sundays so we can do this at a slightly better time and maybe even, you know, maybe even a little longer. We'll see how that goes. And part of all of this is we want to get him partnership. So next week, this stream will be hosted by Briarstone on his channel. Now, if you show up here, you'll still be able to see it. I will be hosting him, but it will be actually broadcast from Briarstone's channel. We got to get those numbers up there. We want to get him partnership. So tell your friends, show up, and we'll see you guys over there next week.
Very
Sound
good?
Good.
I like it.
I know.
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome, but that's me.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. This is going well, and yeah, we got to get some partnership going here.
That would be amazing. And speaking of that, I will say just right quick, look forward to next week, because what I'm freaking out over here about is that there's some things that I could have maybe no, actually it would have been, it's still a cliffhanger. I'm gonna tell you right now, things are about to happen. It is great, but we're gonna wait. So next week.
I as another teaser, I'm pretty sure that we must have leveled to 2 after all this.
Yeah, you're gonna be level
just
level
tracking
2
some
when
of
we
the
come
kills,
back.
even without any bonus XP. So level 2 next time.
Yeah, we will level in between sessions. We will be able to do better stuff, probably, hopefully.
And not
One
die as
hope.
quickly.
And in
That'd be
between now and next time, where can people find you, Quill?
You can find me at youtube.com/Quill18 or twitch.tv/Quill18.
Very good. And Demonac.
Yeah, you can find me at youtube.com/Demonac, or you can tweet at me at @TailsDDC.
Excellent. And Ava.
I'm a Kiss for Luck everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all the places, and right here, a Kiss for Luck.
Perfect. And as for myself, you can find me on twitch.tv/Briarstone and on YouTube, Briarstoned with a D at that particular site. Twitter is going to be Briarstone_LP, because I have to make things difficult, right? Everything's difficult. Facebook.com/Briarstoned, again with the D at the end of it. And that's me. I will.
And all those links are available at SundayMorningHeroes.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the best place to find any time zone information if you're having trouble
Everything's there.
coordinating
Yep.
when we're running. That's
Oh,
the
and it's
place.
also worth mentioning, Sunday Morning Heroes, anytime that you're tweeting out anything about this particular event, hashtag it Sunday Morning Heroes, that it just becomes more available to everybody who is looking for more information on Sunday Morning Heroes. It'd be very, very helpful.
There you go. That's
And
good.
excellent. And thank you all for the donations today. That was fantastic. We had several new donations. Actually, I'm going to call these names out because it's worth mentioning again. Let's get it done. Where is it? There. Where is it? We started it with Seabreeze, the foundation of the Kill Quill First Fund. And then
Damn it,
15
that explains everything.
$15 coming in from PLAYS, evens, odds. What does TPK stand for?
Total party kill.
Total party kill odds. Okay, evens, total party kill, odds, total party kill. I like it. $90 coming in from Fighter for You. I hope the pies are still doing all right. Keep up the great D&D, guys. $4.72 coming in from Rala Thor. This starting time is excellent from here in Scandinavia. I hope you guys get to keep the sessions lasting for longer on Sundays, though. Keep up the good work, all of you. $8.04 coming in from Jarug. I would never have found you guys if not for Quill. Take care and have fun over there. $20 coming in from Oval. So longer, D&D, and Briar Dream. Excellent. Thank you, Oval there. $13.11 coming in from Last Revenant. There's no message, but thank you. And $100 coming in at the end of it from Zarhax. Enjoying the D&D campaign. Hoping to see more. Beautiful. Thanks, guys. And yeah, we're out.
Thank you very much.
We're out.
Everybody
I guess everybody's going to go over to
see you in 10 minutes.
That.
Bye-bye.
See you later, everybody.
There are tons of Let's Plays on all my friends' awesome YouTube channels. If you want to find out what it's like when I'm the Dungeon Master, check out Tales from my D&D campaign.
See you later, everybody.
No idea how to get out of this thing.